Hey everyone, and welcome. Let's talk about something we all deal with but maybe don't think about too much, our electricity. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the Sukkur Electric Supply Company, or SEPCO, the company that's literally powering over 1 million lives. You know, the one, that monthly bill that pops up on your phone or in the mail? We've all seen it. But that single piece of paper or that notification, it's really just the tip of the iceberg. It's the end result of a huge, super complex system. So what's the real story behind it? So to really understand a company like SEPCO, I think the best place to start is with the part we all know, right? The consumer experience. And these days, that whole experience is pretty much happening right on our screens. I mean, just look at how much things have changed. With just a few taps, you can do pretty much everything. You can check your bill, apply for a brand new connection, file a complaint if something's wrong, or even check the load shedding schedule. It's basically like having a personal command center for your own electricity.
All this digital convenience is, pretty impressive. But it brings up a really important question. What kind of organization is running in the background 24/7 to make sure all of this actually works and, keeps the lights on?
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit, away from the website and onto the company itself. The story of SEPCO isn't just about electricity. It's really about the evolution of how an entire country decided to manage its power.
This timeline really tells the story of decentralization. See, for a long time, one single organization called WAPDA controlled power for the whole country. Then, back in '98, they started this process of unbundling, and this whole area became part of a bigger company, HESCO. But the real game changer was in 2010. That's when SEPCO was officially created to focus specifically on the needs of northern and central Sindh, and that really set the stage for all the smart technology we're starting to see today.
This is the company's official motto. And behind a simple phrase like that, there's a massive team. We're talking everyone from the CEO making big strategic calls, all the way down to the linemen who are out in the field, working to deliver on that promise across a really vast and often challenging region.
All right, let's zoom out again even further this time to really appreciate the incredible scale of what SEPCO does. This is so much more than just a utility company. It's honestly a cornerstone of the entire regional economy.
Just look at that number. Over 1 million consumers. It's staggering. And we're not talking about a single type of customer here. This is a super diverse mix, from rural and agricultural users who absolutely depend on electricity for their livelihoods to a rapidly growing urban and industrial sector. And this right here, this is what drives home just how crucial SEPCO is. It's the energy backbone for huge districts like Sukkur and Larkana. It powers industries that are absolutely vital to Pakistan's national economy. I'm talking about the massive fertilizer plants in Goatki, for example. And beyond all that, it provides critical power for agriculture and for drainage systems, which is especially important during monsoon season.
Okay, time for our widest zoom yet. SEPCO doesn't operate in a bubble. It's a key piece in a much larger national and even international energy puzzle.
Now, to really get the big picture, you need to know this one term, DISCO. It just stands for Distribution Company. The easiest way to think about it is this. The national grid is like the main energy highway, and the DISCOs, like SEPCO, are all the local roads that take that power off the highway and bring it right to your front door. So who's in charge of the whole thing? Well, this slide lays it all out. Way up at the top, you've got the Ministry of Energy. They oversee a company called PEPCO, and PEPCO's job is to manage all the different DISCOs, including SEPCO. And then, kind of watching over everyone, is the regulator, NEPRA. They're the ones who set the rules of the game and, importantly, the prices we all pay. But the story doesn't even stop at the national level. Modernizing an entire electricity grid is a monumental task. It's exactly why SEPCO collaborates with international partners like the World Bank and USAID on projects to improve the grid and train its staff. It's a truly global effort. So, what's next? We've looked at the present, we've gone through the past. Let's end by looking at the challenges coming up and the amazing technology SEPCO is using to build a grid of the future. This slide really shows the huge leap forward we're talking about, from the old grid to the new smart grid. The old system was just inefficient. It was plagued by wasted electricity, what they call line losses, and it relied on people physically going out to read meters. The smart grid tackles all of that. You've got advanced metering infrastructure, or AMI. These are smart meters that give accurate, real-time data. No more estimated bills, and they can spot an outage instantly. Then you have aerial bundled cables, or ABC, Basically, these are insulated, tough-as-nails cables that are way more resilient to things like storms, and they help reduce power theft. It's a total shift from just reacting to problems to proactively managing the entire network using data.
And that leaves us with one last, really powerful question. With a growing population and industries that are constantly expanding, the demand for electricity is only going to go up. SEPCO's evolution, from just being one part of a big national utility to becoming a modern, data-driven company, is absolutely a huge step in the right direction. But will this combination of new technology, investment, and commitment be enough to power the future? Well, only time will tell.